everyone, it is Toby here, back for another video, and in today's video we are back training in the garage gym, and as you can tell by the title, we are going to be hitting a bit of an upper body, chest and shoulders day, sort of tricep day as well. Smashing out a bit of a strongman bench press session, and believe it or not, yes, as a strongman we do bench press, but obviously it's not an event, so it's just to build strength in that upper body. Mainly the triceps for log press, and of course having a big strong chest is very important too. But thank you so much for the support on the previous few videos. It's been going mega well. So yeah, we're nearing on 400 subscribers right now, so at the start of this video, if you haven't already, please go down below and hit subscribe, and let's smash that milestone out of the park. So as I said, we're going to smash out some bench press. Today's sets are going to be a couple sets of 8 at 92.5 kilo, so pretty heavy, and we're going to really focus on pausing those reps on the chest, driving up with the chest and triceps, pulling down with the lats and shoulders, you know, getting really the form correct. So that is the main focus. So if I don't get all 8 reps on both sets, it doesn't matter a huge amount, as long as I'm getting the technique as right as I possibly can. That is good, and then we're going to move on to some more exercise after that. A bit of more of a form check, tempo bench press, you know, really making sure that bath path is completely correct. And then we've got some dumbbell shoulder stuff, some skull crushers, and some shoulder work as well, which you'll see throughout this session. Bench is still something I struggle with massively, so I am really taking my time to try and learn the form with all the feedback from Big Laws, my coach. So without further ado, let's jump into those top sets of bench press and yeah, see how they go, and I'll get back with you afterwards once I have a bit of a report with how they went. Okay, so bench is feeling a lot better than I expected it to. So after last week's bench session, which obviously I don't record for you guys, Loz told me that I really need to start working on retracting my shoulder blades, pulling my shoulders back on the bench press, and using that upper back, which I have that is so strong. What just moved there, I don't know. But use that upper back that I have to really control and pull the bench down into my chest and then explode back up like a spring. So that's what I've been really trying to work on in today's session, really slowing it down, pulling my shoulder blades right back and tensing the lats. And it really has made a difference. 92.5 kg is a PR for 8 reps. I've never done more than 5 with this weight, I believe. So feeling really good to get 2 sets of 8. I know on the second set I had to do a slight readjustment. That is because on the 3rd or 4th rep of that set, I lost my traps, my shoulder blades. They slipped back on the bench slightly. So I was actually pressing slightly further back down to avoid hitting the rack. So instead of pushing through at a disadvantaged angle on the last 2 reps, I thought it's better to take a second, readjust, reposition, and get the 2 reps anyway. But otherwise, bench feeling really, really good, really solid. And of course, now to help with that form breakdown, really retracting my shoulder blades, pulling the bench down into my chest and then exploding up, we're going to be doing some tempo bench press. So that is 5 seconds on the descent, 2-second pause on the chest, and then explode back up. I say seconds, it's more like 5 counts. It's just basically as slow as you can take it. These really kill me off. The weight's not light on them, but I get really shaky arms doing them, and it's really, really quite tough. So it's 3 sets of 5 of those coming up now. So as I said with these, it's about squeezing your upper back and really controlling the weight as it comes down, trying to let your arms come down at the same rate with, so you don't let one lag forward. I don't know if you've noticed in a couple of these reps, my arms sometimes are out of sync a little bit, and one of my arms lags below one of the other arms. So it's making sure, keeping those stables, really pulling the weight down into your chest for that pause after the 5-second descent, and exploding back up with as much power as you can. It really teaches you that pop off the chest. So yeah, I'm not going to show you all 3 sets, just the one that I'm voicing over here, but hopefully with the visual aid, it helps you understand what I mean. So the next thing we're moving on to is dumbbell seated shoulder press. So we've pretty much toasted the chest off. Now it's time to hit the shoulders a bit more. And yeah, I'm going to do another voiceover for that one, so stay tuned. So everybody knows how to do a dumbbell seated shoulder press. It's one of the staple movements most people do when they first go to the gym. The main difference with these ones is they are done with a neutral grip because I'm a strongman, and that more mimics the log press, which is the main overhead movement in strongman. So that's the only difference there. So with the shoulders nice and pumped up, even though it is not a chest, no, it is a chest day, not a shoulder day. Got to get a bit of shoulder work in there, so we can do it twice a week. Now that the shoulders are nicely done and the triceps and chest polished off from the bench, the last port of call is to finish off the triceps with a tricep isolation movement. Also, that lighting is terrible. Let's go over here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some paused sort of skull crusher tricep extension things, which are really a killer. You don't need a lot of weight for these. These really, really do kill you off. So yeah, the idea of these is to get a lovely stretch in the triceps and pump them up to finish them off. So without further ado, we're going to launch into another small voiceover. I'm trialing these out for this video, so if you're enjoying the voiceover side rather than just music and montage, leave a comment down below and it might become a more regular feature of the channel. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the final tricep accessory movement. So as mentioned just before, these are to finish off the triceps, give them a real stretch, and that pause at the bottom with the explode back up is to obviously mimic explosive pressing movements. So an explosive extension of the tricep is always good to train. These are obviously not done with heavy weight. That's because I am coached to finish the reps that I've been set, but also not make them too difficult. So this is a pretty perfect weight where I could get 12 or 15, but we're sticking at 10 at the minute. So that's the main exercises of today's session out of the way. As I just said, with the tricep extensions, all the accessory movements, so anything aside from the bench press, including the bench press, actually all of the movements are currently being coached to not be to failure. So being able to hit all of the reps and sets required, leaving 1 or 2 reps in the tank is sort of the advice I've been given for the accessories. So that is why some of the weights you see may look easy. It is because, for me anyway, I can make loads of reps look easy and then suddenly I hit a wall and won't be able to go through. So I probably have about 12 reps of those pause tricep extensions in me, but when I hit 10 it still looks quite easy. But trust me, I'm feeling it. They're super pumped up. I'm currently supporting my arm with my other arm to hold the camera up because my triceps hurt so much. But yeah, final port of call for today's session is just some external rotations to work the rotator cuff. I'm not going to film them. They're just a bit of like not even an accessory movement, just a bit of like mobility and stuff like that at the end to keep my shoulders healthy. So I might do a whole video separately on my mobility work and stretching and stuff like that, if that is something you guys want to see. But that is pretty much the session over. My shoulders, chest and triceps feel pretty fried, which is always difficult to hold the camera. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a rest and then I will film an outro. Okay, so session over. I've got enough strength back in my tricep now to hold the camera up, but not for too long, so I'll keep this outro brief. If you guys have made it this far in the video and haven't considered hitting subscribe, even though I told you to at the start of the video, please go down below and hit that subscribe button. It would really, really help me out in surpassing my goal of 400 subscribers. We are so close, so let's do it. And of course, if you like the video, please leave a like down below. It really helps me out and helps the channel out and pushes it to the YouTube algorithm. Of course, comment down below if this video was helpful, any critiques, anything you want to say, or any videos you want to see in the future. Let me know. I'll try my best to do them. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Toby and I will see you in the next video.